How many kids you got?
I got 3.
You got 3?
Yep.
How many baby daddies?
I have 3.
You got 3 baby daddies. What's wrong with them?
Something. Only God knows.
Or is there something wrong with you?
How many kids you got? 3. How many baby daddies? 3. I was gonna say 0. What, you gonna lie to the public? If there's 4 billion women, why would I choose out of the litter to pick the woman with the baby? Don't pick the bitch. It's so simple. Just don't pick the bitch.
How you doing, Arlette?
Good, good. How are you? Can we get your
Great.
name?
My name is Bryan.
Bryan, how old are you?
I'm 40.
40
I'll
and
be 41 in September.
Okay, it's coming up.
Yeah.
And Bryan, what do you do?
I'm an aircraft mechanic.
Now, what are some things that you like to do for fun?
Things I like to do for fun. I like trail riding. I live in Houston.
Okay.
I'm from New Orleans, but I like to ride horses. I'm a country guy. Okay. I'm still city, but you know I like to do country things.
Got it.
I like to read. I'm from the ghetto, but I am a nerd. Okay. I like to read. I want to know about things that I don't know. Okay. I like to go lounges. Right. I like to go to museums. You know, I just like to really have a good time.
I like to go to the park, but I also like to go on amusement rides and roller coasters and shit, and play arcade games. I love barbecue food, but you know, I like to fast for like 2 weeks once a month. Pick the shit that you like to do and go with that. You don't have to just play the guessing game and, oh, well, this girl, you know, I might heighten my chance of getting one of these girls by just liking every fucking thing. Like what you like, and that's it. It's not like he's not qualified to be on the show. Like, he works as a mechanic for airlines. You can't get no better than that. It's not like you don't have a career and you don't have hobbies. It's just pick one thing and just go with it.
Okay, nice. Now, what are some things that you're looking for in a woman?
Transparency, for sure. Transparency.
Okay.
If I can't see who you are when I meet you, then I would never know, right?
I bet you none of those women on that show is trying to look for a guy with transparency. Half the time, women don't even know what they want to eat. Niggas don't even know what they want to dress to go out and collect the mail. I'm just saying. You 40 years old and you're trying to look for a woman to be transparent. Ain't nobody's gonna show you their true colors the first time you go out with them. That's just I've never heard of that.
Okay. Now, what are some of your deal breakers?
Deal breakers? I really don't have deal breakers, right? Because I'm from the ghetto, so I understand that, you know, we do a lot of things in our past and in our youth that is really a problem. So I don't really have any deal breakers. But as far as deal breakers, I don't really have any.
You don't have no deal breakers? What does being in the ghetto have any correlation to not having any deal breakers? I live in the ghetto. I live in the projects. I got a lot of deal breakers. So I get it. He's 40. I'm 23. That's different in the age gap, intellectual, whatever. But you have no deal breakers? Yeah, that was the wrong answer, buddy. That's why you got 1, 2, 3, 4 women that just popped a balloon. You don't have no deal breakers, bro? I would assume that you at least have some sort of tick, some sort of thing that you dislike, maybe a tone of how a woman speaks to you, maybe their personality, maybe their body language. You don't like certain mannerisms. You don't have no deal breakers. But you got endless options. We could do whatever. You like a lot of shit and then you just dislike nothing. That's, to them, that's a red flag. You now told them that they could just do as they please when they with you. If you don't have no boundaries set when trying to meet somebody and you want to let them know that you're interested in dating them, and you just say, hey, I just don't, you can fuck around, don't call me when you outside, you can do just anything as you please. Just, yeah, nothing's a deal breaker. What? If you're 40 and you've dated multiple people, if you dated more than 10 people, which I assume because he's fucking 40 years old, just how do you not?
Let's start right on over here. If we can have your name and age.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Parker, but I go by Mrs.
Okay.
I'm a professional makeup artist.
A makeup artist?
Yeah, shout out to Makeup by Mrs. Parker. I popped your balloon because you said you don't have any deal breakers, and everybody has to have some type of deal breaker, so you have to have something that you don't like.
When it comes to deal breakers, I'm not a surface level dating type of guy, right?
Okay.
I don't really care about your past. I'm from the ghetto. I'm from New Orleans, right? So nothing that you've done in your past doesn't matter to me because that was before me. After me, that's when you upgrade yourself. So that's why I said I don't have any deal breakers, because I don't want to say that, hey, you're not my type because of what you've done in your past, not knowing that that wasn't right or wrong.
Here we go with this nigga again, with this fucking I'm from the get. I don't care what you did in your past, because the past is the past. Nobody can change that, and then after me, you're gonna upgrade. You having a deal breaker and caring about someone's past, they're two different things. They're two different things. I understand where he was going with it. He kind of mixed up the two things. Because I have deal breakers, and I don't really care about what the fuck you did in your past. And this ghetto shit, I want to know why he keeps bringing this shit up, but this is a very interesting thing that he just keeps bringing up, that hey, there's nothing wrong, but that's not a reason for you not to have no deal breakers. That's why that's the first thing that she said. You don't have no deal breakers. Everyone has to have deal breakers. No one gives a fuck that you from the ghetto, bro. Like, these niggas, yo.
If we can have your name and age.
Hi, I'm Tracy, and I'm 37. I'm from New Orleans as well, and I live in the DMV. And the reason why I popped my balloon is because I am from New Orleans, and just the energy just wasn't vibing with. Like, I think you're super cool. I love the way that you look. But as far as like energy, I feel like I've dated guys from New Orleans before, and it just did not work out for me. So I think because we come from the same place, it just clashes. I just haven't had really good relationship experiences dating people from my hometown.
You never met Bryan. You never met Bryan, but today that you did, you know what I mean? And today, definitely, you was a winner. But, the fact that you're from New Orleans, I respect that, because I respect my home, and I'm prideful on being a Louisianimal, right? Mm-hmm. And I definitely was feeling you. But,
thank you.
Like since you popped on me, we don't really deal with rejection too well. We respect that, but we move on.
You never met Bryan. You never met the classy nigga like me, the chain, and, smooth talker, and, great in my hands. She done popped the balloon already, nigga. I don't think her preference was wrong at all. I think that there's a lot of people that say that they can't date people from their hometown. It depends on what the reasoning is behind it. If she had just bad experiences, that's just it. That's what it is. It's just bad experiences. This whole, we never met Bryan before.
We can have your name and age.
My name is Chanel Kidd, and I am originally from Gary, Indiana. I live here in Phoenix, Arizona. And the reason why I popped my balloon is pretty much, and you already answered. You didn't have any deal breakers. I need someone that knows what he wants. I can be a handful sometimes as well. So, and it can be anything. So it's got to be something that makes you tick.
The deal breakers would be because I don't have a deal breaker?
Correct.
Okay, well, I could have a clean...
I need a man to tell me something. Tell me what he want and don't want.
And
if you
that
can't
will,
tell me that, I might jump all over you.
And that will come, definitely. I would definitely tell you where you're going wrong at. Mm-hmm. But as far as a deal breaker, I have a clean slate with everybody. I'm the type to trust you before I not trust you. I'm going to give you that grace, before I don't give you that grace, right? But I respect how you feel.
He just gave a great answer, and I applaud him for that because so far, he was kind of fucking up. Just a little bit, He was kind of fucking up because of the deal breaker part. But his reasons behind it, I don't blame him. You trust somebody till you can't. He's gonna give you the grace, no problem. I just don't want to hear the "I'm from the ghetto, therefore I can't judge." Because what she just said, a girl's gonna jump on him and just do as she please. So that's fine. But that whole ghetto shit, and that's not a real reason, bro.
Hi, I'm Janae. I'm 34.
Hello,
And
Janae.
Janae, what do you do?
I'm in school for fashion design. I'm an office assistant. Hey, Bryan. I love the way you speak, but for me, it was the pants. I don't like the pants too tight. I'm kind of ghetto too, so I like them a little loose, and that was just it for me.
How old are you?
34.
You're 34. How many kids you got?
I got 3.
You got 3?
Yep.
How many baby daddies?
I have 3.
You got 3 baby daddies. Okay.
I should have said 0, because it's just me.
You gonna lie to the public?
No, I have 3, but it's just me. I'm a single parent. There's no man in my life.
No man in your life?
Nope.
Why
Except
is the
my
reason
boys.
for there no man in your life?
Well, my first child, his father passed away, and the other 2 are nowhere to be found. So, what can you do?
They do you like that? What's wrong with them?
Something. Only God knows.
Or is there something wrong with you?
Possibly, but I think I'm just fine.
I think you're just fine as well.
Thank you.
Oh shit! What's wrong with them? Better yet, what's wrong with you? Everyone's pussy on that lineup just shriveled because he said that shit. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Why'd you have to say that shit? Because he was fine. What happened? What was going on? You know, you have to. You know, one passed away. Cool. The other 2, they just up and left. They assholes. All right. Could have you been? Were you the problem? Nigga, I like people that are blunt. What he was saying, I like people that are transparent. It's not wrong with transparency. Is there some shit you just can't say? I had to learn that myself. I'm a very open person. I say as I please. But fuck, bro. Why did... You can't just be like, yo, you might have been the problem. And it's fucking speed dating and shit. How many kids you got? 3. How many baby daddies? 3. I was gonna say 0. What, you gonna lie to the public? Well, she was about to lie because she said, yeah, I shouldn't have said it. And that's another thing. I don't watch these type of videos. It's just they just pop up on my feed, and I just have to see like what happens, because the mindset, the things that some of these females say on why they reject somebody, you know, everyone has a preference. That's cool. I'm ghetto. I like a nigga with, you know, saggy ass pants and shit.
If we can have your name and age.
I am Venusian, 39.
And you said Venusian? And what do you do?
I'm a TikTok creator manager.
Cool. And why did you end up popping your balloon?
I'm a free-spirited woman, so having to check in with somebody like they are my parent is something that I don't subscribe to, so that's why I pop my balloon.
What do you mean check in like they're your parent?
The way that you were discussing how somebody needs to constantly, when we're out and about, to text or call and check in, that's something that I don't subscribe to, so that's why I pop my balloon.
Social media?
Social media agent, yes.
Okay, how many kids you have?
I have 2.
How many baby daddies?
2.
2? Okay. So you didn't think after the first one that you wanted to marry the next one?
No.
No? Okay. Okay. I was just asking because for real men, that's what matters. Your first one is given. Your second one, the mistake is on you.
Oh, is it? Well, there's
That's definitely
circumstances
right.
under why I got
That's
pregnant.
definitely
but
right.
That's nor here or there, and that's
Yeah,
not
but
what I'm here for.
Okay, definitely. You're a beautiful woman, though.
Thank you.
But I respect your answer.
Oh, look at Shorty's face that he just passed on. Oh, shit. That nigga said after the first one, you didn't think to marry the next. At this point, cut the show. Just cut the show, move on to the next nigga, because certain discussions should be in private. Not on YouTube. Not on YouTube. It shouldn't be on YouTube. Certain things you should keep to yourself until after the show, or just keep the questions to yourself till you die. She's tight. She's angry as fuck. I don't blame her. It is a valid question, though. It is a valid question. 3 kids, 3 baby daddies, that's crazy. 4 kids, 2 different baby daddies, that's crazy. Listen, there's a time and place for everything, and that's something I had to learn. You can't just ask questions just off the dome and just think that the response is just going to be normal. You can't always do that. You can't do that with everybody. There's some people, they're going to get on your ass. I pray for people, man. I pray for him especially, and I pray for the 2 girls. Cause a nigga asking you this question on a show that gets millions of views every time it's posted within a month. The embarrassment. He's a bold nigga. I applaud him. He's a bold nigga, but just I don't know. I gotta see the conclusion to this shit.
We can start off with your name and age.
I'm Shay, and I'm 37.
How you doing, Shay?
I'm doing amazing.
All right. And why did you end up popping your balloon?
So originally I was feeling it. I like I don't want to say a bad boy, but I like somebody that's outspoken. But the question of, I feel like you're challenging the women. Oh, how many baby daddies you got? And then, it just, does that matter? You say future, so that's their past. It's not their future. How many kids do you have?
I have 1 daughter. She's 19.
Do you want more?
I do.
My balloon still pop because I don't want any more.
Well, the reason for me asking their past about the baby daddies, because it lets me know where they're going in their future. If you didn't want to have a baby daddy for the second time, then that lets me know that you was uncareful of what you're dealing with.
Do you necessarily
Okay.
believe that somebody's past is their past that don't determine their future?
Not-
I can look at you and say like you made people make mistakes. And it could happen. I feel like once or twice, okay, some things become a choice, but
No.
your past doesn't determine
When
it.
it come to once is a mistake. Twice, that's on you.
Okay, so then say like you get into a relationship with somebody, you get married, and things don't work. So then I guess you made a mistake? So once is a mistake and then twice is, I don't believe in that because I believe things happen.
Sweetheart, twice is on you.
Okay,
You
but-
should have learned from that very first
No,
mistake. Okay,
lessons are to
and
be
not
learned.
saying that your child is a mistake, right?
Of course
But the
not.
fact that you chose the wrong man to have kids with, and secondly, not to have a marriage after the next one or before
Marriage
the next
doesn't
one.
determine, and I'm a person that wants to be married, but marriage don't determine anything. I done known people to be married for a long time and it don't work out, baby. So
We can have your name and age.
Hi, my name is Shay, and I'm 37. Just based off of the energy, I didn't want to pop it too soon. I like to fill you out first, but just based off of the energy and the conversations that were had between the women, and just overall, that's it.
Okay. So you a follower?
No, I went out. That's why I said I didn't pop it right away. I wanted to see for myself.
So you didn't like
Just-
my responses and the women that I responded to? You didn't like the responses?
Just the energy from it. Yeah.
The energy is too strong for you, huh?
Not necessarily too strong. I just didn't too much care for it.
That's understandable. I respect that, though.
Davinia, and I'm 41. I popped my balloon. I was waiting because I was trying to feel the energy, the vibe, the connection, chemistry, and I believe he was speaking very well, very suave, handsome gentleman. So I was trying to give it some time, but then it started to feel like an attack, and I didn't like or agree with the attack. So that was why I popped my balloon.
Okay. So you say it felt like an attack. Can you elaborate on that?
You don't judge people from their past, or you like to start off with a clean slate. I don't think that if a relationship works out for a woman and it happens to be her second baby daddy per se, I don't think that's her fault. So if she decides to stay and marry the man, like Bryan says, then that means she's settling. And I don't agree with a woman having to settle just because the opinions of others thinking that, it's going to be her fault. It's her fault because it didn't work out. No.
Okay.
Because people, they start off with different personas, and then you slowly kind of learn who they really are. So if you decide to walk away because that situation isn't healthy for you, that doesn't mean that it's your fault that it didn't work out.
Okay. Okay. So there's 4 billion women on the planet. I'm a black American from Louisiana. I have the choice to have the pick of the litter. So why would I pick you if you have multiple baby daddies?
Well, don't pick me.
Right.
Yeah.
And
you
I
have
understand
the choice.
that.
You have the choice. We all have a choice.
I have the choice, but
Yeah.
you're judging me on the fact that I have the choice.
No, I'm not judging you. That just means that I'm not for you. If you're going to judge me because my second baby daddy didn't work out for me, then I'm not for you. So I'm not judging
And I
you and your
understand that.
opinion
How many
and
kids
your
you have?
preference. I have 3.
You have
25,
3?
18, and 12.
Okay, how many baby daddies?
2.
2. Okay. So it's no disrespect towards that, right? But I just want you to understand, when it comes to a man of top tier, right? We give you a few from one man. That's it. If you have multiple from a different man, that disqualifies yourself.
So it disqualifies a top tier woman from getting a top tier
That's exactly
man
right. Why?
if
Because
she
there's
has-
billions of women on this planet.
We live in a society now where everyone can just say whatever the fuck, and people just think that we can just get away with the shit. And we can just keep speaking and keep speaking and keep speaking, and no one's gonna respond, whether it's verbally or physically. Like, we don't consider to factor in things. You don't think that bullying is a thing, bro? Y'all niggas don't learn, huh? Y'all niggas don't learn. Now, I can understand if a female responds to him in a negative way, but it seems like so far they was going according to him. I can't even help dude. Because your whole shit was not being judgmental and being fair, and you showed you the opposite of that. Gaslighting this man has been creating this whole video, bro. So because now you judging me because of what I want to pick, and then it. We should bring back smacking niggas. We should bring back just... Because sometimes the people just say shit and it just does not... It don't make sense. And see, what she said was a key point. People change throughout life. People have different chapters. And so everyone's different. You can't judge someone else's path. I'm a black man from Louisiana. So if there's 4 billion women, why would I choose out of the litter to pick the woman with the baby? Don't pick the bitch. It's so simple. Just don't pick the bitch. See, if the objective is to just find the right woman, I would think that you would carry yourself a little bit different. And certain things that he asked, I understand why he would do it, but it's just, you can't go around and pick and pinpoint other people's flaws. You can't pinpoint and point out that other people got things going on that they decide to do with their life. You literally just said that you cannot judge somebody for who they are. You literally, your whole pitch was, I'm not a person that, counts people's flaws. So don't count their flaws. Now, I mean, there's a lot of There's a lot of dudes that don't want women with kids. So I mean that's understandable, but I just don't think you should just come out the gate and just be like contradicting your statement about you not judging people. That's why sometimes I just don't understand some people, man. They talk and they always want to label what the law is and what the rules should be if you trying to find a partner. Everyone's different, bro. Like it's a new year. This is a whole different time frame. Some dudes they'll mess with women with children, so it's like maybe she just ain't the one for you. But you can't just be like, well, or you's probably the problem. How you know how do you know that she was the problem? You really can't know that. Like you can't fault people for wanting to have kids. Women, they have more of a biological clock. So around a certain age, they want to achieve certain things. They want to accomplish certain things, and sometimes a kid is an accomplishment to them, regardless of whether they stay with that person or not. You can't be judgmental after you just went on the whole run. Oh, do you think after the first one, you should have slowed down and been more careful? Who the fuck speaks like that to somebody? Now, if you want me to be honest with you, I wouldn't mess with someone that has already a child because that in itself brings up a lot of risk, especially if there's co-parenting involved. And some people, you don't know who they are. You don't know if the nigga's crazy and he just might pop out the cut and just shoot you. Like, now everyone's gonna be blamed. Like, come on. I just think if you're 40 years old, I would think you have a decent amount of wisdom and a sense of accountability because you're single, you're about to be 41, but you could upgrade someone's life. That does not how does that go with what you're trying to pitch to these women? Now I get it, it is also like entertainment, but it's like if we're just being factual, who's gonna pick you? Who's gonna pick you if you pointing out people's flaws? Yes, I disagree. I don't think guys should establish themselves with a woman that has a kid or even more kids by multiple people at that. But everyone's adults, bro. Like everyone got to make their own decision and what's best for them. You can't be judging. Now, regardless of what I think and how I feel about something, that doesn't automatically mean that that person shouldn't deserve the thing that they're looking for. People just they say shit and they don't think from a different perspective, which then cause people to just say the shit that they want to say. Like, you cannot stand there and you just have this idea that regardless of what I say, that's how it should be. You gotta coexist with other people. There's a lot of people I work with that I just don't like. And it could be for a variety of reasons. Just because I don't like them as a person of their character, not necessarily what they did, but just who they are as a person, that doesn't mean I can just get to act how I want to act and whatever I say goes. That's not how it works. One hand rinses the other. If you want to be with someone, you gotta have that. You gotta have that balance. You gotta be on the same page. You gotta be on the same page. The same way that you was just critiquing the last two girls. So are you a follower? you just, depending on how other people respond, you're gonna follow alongside with them. Nigga, no one likes your energy, bro. The main lesson of this video is you cannot speak to anybody the way you do and expect them to just follow alongside with you. Your whole pitch was, when you first came in, I don't judge nobody because I'm from New Orleans. I'm from the ghetto. I don't feel like it's right to judge nobody. But the next thing you know, you talk about you can't take rejection well. You asking people all types of different information. You just criticized 2 females for having kids by different people. Your case will not be handled by any one of them now because of the energy that you brought. Now, Una reversed the shit. Oh, do you have a kid? 19 years old. So, come on. Sometimes someone has a kid of their own. That's all they want. They don't want to take on the responsibility of somebody else. Everyone's life is different, bro. You can't present yourself as someone that wants to be honest, and with that honesty comes a lot of negative rhetoric and comments and judgment. You can't judge somebody and you got the same resume as them, my nigga. Like, how the fuck does that work?